I'm going to discuss about the comparison of various deferred tax items in any company. Okay, and here we will see that by taking couple of real examples. Okay, so any company is required to show or disclose the sources of the temporary differences. Okay, which further generate the deferred tax asset and deferred tax liability, those who are reported on the balance sheet. Okay, so deferred tax asset and deferred tax liability will be reported on the balance sheet, and the changes in their values will generate income tax expense, and that will be reported on the income statement. Okay, so first example is the deferred tax liability that is created due to the accelerated depreciation for tax purposes and straight line method for financial reporting purposes. As we know, this accelerated depreciation charges a higher rate of depreciation for initial couple of years than the later years, and for the straight line method the depreciation amount is streamlined throughout the life of the asset. Okay, so this differentiation in the depreciation method gives rise to deferred tax liability, and here the analyst role is to see the company's growth rate and capital spending to arrive at the reversal that will take place in the future. Okay, so that is about deferred tax liability. Next is the impairment. Impairment cost is reported for financial reporting purpose, but for tax reporting purpose it is not reported unless and until the asset is sold or disposed of, and hence it creates the deferred tax asset. Next comes the restructuring. The restructuring cost is reported on the income statement for financial reporting purposes as and when restructuring is announced in any company. But it is not reported for the tax reporting purpose unless and until the restructuring cost is actually paid, and it creates the deferred tax asset. Okay. Next comes the inventory cost flow methods. In US, what happens, the cost flow method that is used for financial reporting purposes has to be used for tax reporting purpose. Hence, if LIFO is used for financial reporting purpose, has to be used for tax reporting purpose, and so it doesn't create any temporary difference. But in countries where the inventory cost flow method is different, that creates the temporary difference, and it creates the deferred tax asset and deferred tax liability. Okay, so and the next is the deferred compensation or post employment benefit. Okay, it is reported for the financial reporting purpose as and when the employee earns it, but it is not reported for tax purpose unless and until it is actually paid to the employees. Okay, actually it is credited to their account, and it creates a deferred tax asset. Okay, so here we saw a couple of real or practical examples like by which a deferred tax asset or deferred tax liability will be created in any company. Thank you very much.